Well, good.
You guys seem to figure out a lot of things second half on Sunday. What has been the emphasis for you guys to get to that business way sooner this week?
Yeah. Just making sure that we're executing for all 60. In this league, how difficult things are. You have to make sure that you earn it for all 60. So, we want to make sure that we're consistent throughout the game. We're confident. We know it's there. It's just we have to put the work in to put it together for a full 60.
Conversations look like between you and X in terms of getting his confidence maybe to a point? I mean, Dave was even just saying that he still, has a lot of belief in Xavier's abilities and everything like that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I have all the confidence in the world in him. He's a great player. He's gonna be great for us. He's a huge part of this offense. It's not any sort of like wavering, any sort of like there's nothing like that. I'm excited for this week. I'm excited for the weeks following for him. I see how hard he works. I see how much he cares. I see the person and the player that he is. And I'm grateful that he's part of the unit. So, I have all the confidence in the world in him.
What's been more surprising to you through two games, that he has struggled a bit or T-Mac's quick ascension?
Again, it's just it's football. Sometimes especially if you just look at a stat sheet, it's not always gonna be whatever. But he's doing a lot of really good things that doesn't show up. And again, with all that stuff, it's a long season. I have all the confidence in the world in him. And obviously T-Mac has been playing great. That's not surprising at all. Again, seeing if you see how he works throughout the week, throughout camp, throughout OTAs, he's been consistent. He's been this guy. So I'm excited for both of them to keep going.
It looks like you've been frustrated with Xavier, the 4th-and-1 play where he didn't turn to you, the walking back to the line of scrimmage when you're in a hurry-up offense, things like that. How have you expressed that concern?
There hasn't been any sort of frustration, anything like that. We've communicated like I communicate to everyone else. That's my guy. I'm having a guy like that out there is it's a luxury for me. It's a luxury for this offense. We all as an organization have a ton of faith in him. So there's no sort of there hasn't been any of that. Again, I communicate with everyone. We're all communicating. But there's no sort of negativity that I feel like towards him whatsoever. He's great.
Do you feel like too much is being made out of just 2 weeks worth of football?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't really know what's being made of it. I'm not on social media, so I don't really know the extent of anything. Again, I know what we know, what we believe, how things are in this building. We have a great group of receivers. We have a great group of guys. We have full confidence in everyone in the perimeter. Again, for me, being able to look out and have the guys on the outside that we have, it's a luxury. That's what I know.
Bryce, what do you remember about the season finale last year at Atlanta? I mean, it was probably statistically at least your best game. It looked like your confidence was really high in that game. What do you remember about that?
Yeah, I remember that it was last season. That doesn't entitle us to anything. That happened last calendar year. Right now, we're getting ready to play. We're a new team. They're a new team. We're getting ready to play the only game that matters, and it's this one because it's this game. It's this week. It's a really watching them on film. They're playing great football. It's a really good group. Guys that are playing well. It's a really good scheme. So, for us, we know it's going to take everything. We know the challenge. We have to have a great week of practice so that we can go out there and execute.
Trained with Penix before?
We've probably been on the field. Been on the same fields at around similar times. But yeah, I have a ton of respect for him. I watched him. Now when you get to watch guys on film, a ton of respect for his game. I think he's a great player. I'm happy for him and excited for his success going forward. But yeah, I have a ton of respect for him.
Talk about that newness in terms of them being a new team. Their defense, big overhaul. How impressed with you? Have you been at the way they've been able to turn things around so quickly from a defensive effort on their part?
Yeah, that's a great point. There's guys that have been there, and then there's new faces. But when you watch the film, you definitely wouldn't be able to tell. It looks like a group that's been playing with each other for a really long time. They do a really good job of communicating. You don't see mistakes out there on the film. Again, they're playing complementary football. You could tell they're comfortable playing with each other out there. So, again, this is a great challenge for us. We know it's going to take everything. So, right now it's just doing everything we can throughout the week to put ourselves in a good situation.
Unfortunate changes along the offensive line. I know you played with Cade, but how does that change things for you and in the offense heading into this week?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, just as a teammate, as a person, obviously, I feel for, feel for Cord, feel for Rob, feel for, feel for the guys that went down. That's throughout the team, throughout the league. It's a rough game, and obviously there's those consequences. So just as people, I feel for them and everything that guys are going through. And when it comes to Cade and guys stepping up, I'm super comfortable with everyone. Again, it's a lot of experience in that room, especially experience in this system, experience here. That definitely is a luxury for us. Having a lot of reps with Cade, other guys that they're going to step up and have already played downs. I'm grateful for that, being able to have that experience and that confidence. So, it's next man up.
How was this 0-2 different for you personally than last year's 0-2?
Again, I'm not really someone who looks. I don't compare towards last year. Last year's over with. Right now, we're all that matters is this week. Again, regardless of the situation, Coach talks about it. We have to go. We have to earn the right to go 1-0 every single week, regardless of what happens. So right now, we're 0-0. We want to be 1-0 this week. That's the only goal.
And you don't like to look back, but you seem to be having a lot of fun in that Week 18 game. You did the Steph Curry look away pass. I mean, was that as most fun as you've had on a football field as a pro?
Again, yeah, not the answer you're looking for, but I'm really not a look back guy. It's just I'm just telling you my truth. Again, I'm super grateful. I've been, I'm grateful for where I'm at. I'm grateful to be a part of this team. I'm grateful for everything we have this year, and I couldn't be more excited to be able to go out with this group again on Sunday. So that's really all my focus is.
You play in front of home fans?
For sure. 2 away from home is to start. That's the challenge we were presented, and it just makes you kind of miss the bank more, miss the fans that we have, miss the atmosphere. So I'm super excited to be back home.
I did want to ask you about starting fast has been a point of emphasis over the past couple of weeks. On a practical level, what do you look to help this team do that?
Yeah, I think just being efficient. Want to stay on time. Want to stay ahead of the sticks as much as we can. Want to piece drives together. Get calls off the sheet. I think just kind of sticking to that script, making sure we're on time with decisions, with plays, with operation, all that. I think that's the best thing we can do. The game's going to be the game, however it goes. But we want to make that a point of emphasis of just being consistent throughout the week and that carrying over to Sunday. Appreciate you guys.